Terrific Tuesday, and I want to say thank you to all the Follow the Bradley's Fun folks that just came over here. Thank you for noticing that, Ms. Pick Cafe. And for the other wrenches out there, I hope you're doing well. You are making this channel go. Speaking of which, we've just added a new moderator to our midst. Juliet, welcome, and have a wonderful day. Speaking of having a wonderful day, we are going to have a wonderful Tuesday. I'm going to be dropping a story later in the day. I didn't get the James Bond video out, so that one will be coming up here shortly. But we've got a full day of programs. I mean, you know, you're going to go from here to there to everywhere. And from here, you're actually going to That Park Place live for Morning Magic. After that, it's the WW Pro Show. And after that's T3PO and then the Mr. H-Cast. So you shouldn't be bored. You should be well entertained wherever you are, whenever you are watching this particular program. Be sure that you make comments down below. And if you're enjoying a particular segment or you'd like something, you can also make a comment as well. I appreciate those. And they really do drive the content that you see. I want to say thank you to my good friend Liberty Hall's Cat for gifting a Culture Casino membership. And of course for Marcus Swintus, who sent a member chat early in the stream as well. In fact, here it is right now. Marcus Swintus celebrating 16 months. Thank you for that, my friend. I appreciate your support. Saying, on my way to Milwaukee. Yeah, Warhammer Convention. Adepticon. Can't wait to get me Hobby Geek on. That's right. Speaking of which, you're going to get your game on tomorrow. That's right. Tomorrow is That Game Plays Live. We have like 16 stories to get to, so we probably won't make them through them all, but we're definitely going to fill all 2 hours, probably go over as well like we did last week. We've got some more things coming up on top of all of that. I'm going to try to get 2 to 3 videos out on Wednesday and Friday. You may get 2 today because I recorded one specifically for today because of the news that broke about the news and what's happening to the news organizations right now. I even have a clever thumbnail. I mean, come on. And I'm going to make some graphics and things, so I'm going to be editing a bit today. But I just want you to have the information as it's, well, pertinent or relevant. And on that note, just to say hi to each and every one of you, I want to say thank you as well to Ms. Pick Cafe, who's working hard on both the YouTube and on the Green Machine. Snorty's here, our favorite polar bar. Love that guy. And let's see, we got Swift -1. That would be Matt G in the house as well. Last Call with Troy Pacelli is going great guns, so you should check out his stuff. There's Tom F coming in, swinging. Woohoo! Tom's going to help me with some stuff. I want to say thank you in advance to the great and powerful DL Fendel. You guys are amazing. Oh, by the way, 2 bear stories today. 2 for the price of 1. Cap Fandom Nerd is here. One of the longest running supporters of my channel. I love it, and I appreciate it. And Jill's here with her wrench. Watch out. She's one of the most effective out there. That big old spanner swinging around. Penny is here. Hello, and I hope you're doing well, dear. Let's see. Crimlon. I've been missing you, Crimlon. Where you been? Thanks for being here today. I hope you're doing well. You guys can't go away for too long. You freak me out. I worry about you. I think about you. And then I'm like, you know, asking other people, hey, have you seen Crimlon? You know, so don't hide for too long. Speaking of hiding, Joseph A's in the house. Good to see you, Vatlaw. And hey, Culturinos. That's right. We got a short Tuesday. Correct. Tuesdays and Thursdays, always short. But we'll cook through everything, I assure you. And there is Juliet saying, good afternoon, young Gandalf. I hope you're sporting that wrench well. Yeah. Everybody say hi to our friend Native Hawaiian. I hope to see you around every single day, my friend. Aloha, fam. That's right. Ohana. Hope you're doing well. Ian Monroe in the house. Great to see you. And our good friend Butter Biscuit. Butter Biscuit's doing wonderfully well. And thank you for your communications, my friend, and your stories. I wish I could cover everything. Griffin gives us our little bit of history. We appreciate that so very much. Saying the first color television was up for sale on March 25th of 1954. That's amazing. It was from RCA. 12 inches, and cost $1,000 in adjusted dollars. That would be close to $17,000. That's true. That's basically the cost of a house back then, if I remember correctly. It was like crazy. I mean, could you imagine? If I were alive knowing what I know now, even in the 70s, I would have been buying houses left and right in high school. I'd have been like, wait a minute, I'm going to buy that one, buy that one. Speaking of things I would buy anything I could for my friend, the lovely Sherry. I hope you're doing well, dear. And of course, Real Wade Gaming Nation. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hey, Hampton is here. Good morning to you. And the King of Monsters as well. I want to say a special thank you to the generosity of the amazing Just Nita. Nita, thank you so very much. This is so over the top generous in honor of berries. That's right. And we've got 2 of them today. But I just want to say thank you because this truly does mean the world to me. And it does help for, months where I'm going to be having, additional expenses with trips and hotels and food and having to deal with other people while I'm on these. The meetup in Vegas is a big deal coming up on the 17th. And it takes a little extra. So thank you so very much. I do appreciate that. We got to say a big thank you. And I hope you're feeling better, Ruby Hoove. I know you weren't feeling great yesterday. I want you to feel better today, and I hope you are. And thank you for your regular gift. You guys all mean the world to me. I hope you know that, and it's so good to see you when you're here. All right, on that note, we gotta go because I've been chatting and we're limited time. Once again, I just want to say thank you to Nita. You're amazing, overly generous. I will play you the cheddar clip when we're done, or maybe even cheddar and the dancing bear. I don't know. You guys want to see a dancing bear? I don't even know if it's loaded up here. I do know this. We got Putin's cat setting a lie meter. Oh boy, you better check out the mainstream media then. The hoax yesterday. Ooh. All right, everybody. 6 minutes starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you're and whatever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it, and we've got, of course, Andor Season 2 dropping its trailer. Why? Because it's coming up here on April 22nd. When I get back from the meetup, I'm going to have to start watching this show so I can be on Pro's late night show to cover it. I'm going to tell you, I really didn't fancy Season 1 as much as everybody else did. I felt it was very disconnected from Star Wars. There were elements there that felt natural, and then there were things that just were completely out of place. I am going to spend extra time analyzing the first season before I start the second season, so I'm going to have to rewatch it. And you know what? I'm willing to do that. I will say that I like the actor. Diego, I think, is very talented. I've liked him in everything I've seen him in. And I like him in that Narcos Mexico over there on Netflix. He's got range. He's got ability. I like him. I just didn't like the show. So there's that. Moving on, of course, we've got Gwyneth Paltrow's remarks about intimacy coordinators are being attacked for good reason. I mean, this is an industry that has been challenged by the casting couch for a long period of time. And the fact that you kind of want to control where your stars are and what they're comfortable with makes a lot of sense. Before, I never really thought that this was necessary. And then I started to realize that one of the reasons why we've had so much trouble in Hollywood is because there's really nobody paying attention and they're doing art for art's sake. Well, at times, art can get a little wild and a little risque. And Gwyneth Paltrow getting down with a younger dude, well, hey, you would think that she would be complaining about this, if it were a situation where an older guy was taking advantage of her some 20 years ago. I think we've heard from her about something like that. So this is odd. But I don't know. Maybe we need to be more aware of those types of things. I do know we need to be more aware of how Snow White did and why. I think that a lot of people are trying to mislead us about why Snow White didn't do so well in the box office, and it wasn't as political as we think, which we'll get to in a second. But there's really no chance for this to make money. It's going to, dwindle away as most blockbusters or intended blockbusters do. And if you don't think this is going to fall 50% next weekend, which I didn't think was possible, but is likely, then I don't know what to tell you. Deadline quietly admits that Snow White's box office failure wasn't political. Well, that's a good headline, Marvin, but the reason why is because they lead the first few paragraphs with a bunch of stuff in that article we breezed over yesterday. And it tried to say blue and red states, blah, 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 blah. What ultimately just proved out that the red states actually went to the movie. Why? They have families. And the kids and the families go to the movies. And for some reason, there are some people that still think Disney's a family company. Boy, were they wrong. Let me tell you. YouTube unseated Disney this month. That's right. They topped the Nielsen distributor rankings. And that's not a problem when Disney stops releasing things. Let's be fair about that. Americans are now spending $69 a month on streaming services like Disney Minus and others, and almost all of them think it's too expensive, or nearly half anyway, not almost all. I would say it's probably more, the sentiment's more like this is too expensive, but, you know, I could be wrong. Data usually doesn't lie too much. Saw 11 is basically being removed from Lionsgate's calendar, likely because of all the other moving parts that are going on with Lionsgate stars. Something else replaced it. Don't care. Street Fighter's been removed. That's a Sony release. That's gone. Something else replaces that. And then we get to the fact that Twisters is working on a sequel. I don't know why. The retelling of Twister was bad. I can't imagine that anybody would like this. I mean, the only reason to see it would be Glenn Powell, and that's mostly for the ladies. Judges dismissed 5 of the charges against Sean Diddy Combs for a $30 million SA lawsuit. That doesn't take away the problem going on with the feds right now. Nintendo Direct, probably going to happen this week, at least according to one insider that usually has these things right. So it's quite possible we'll be talking about that on That Game Place tomorrow. Stock market didn't do very much early in trading, probably likely to tick up once again after yesterday's rally. We've got Waymo planning to put their robo-taxis in DC, except they're still going to have drivers in them, so that's wild. We've got 23andMe obviously filing for bankruptcy, which we mentioned yesterday, but the CEO is actually trying to acquire this company and take it private. We've got Heathrow coming up with poor excuses for why they had such a long power outage and why it shut down the airport for so long. This investigation is probably not going to take very long, but it may make many different entities look bad. We've got a black bear snoozing in a tree outside of a elementary school that fascinated the children for hours, and there it is, a little black bear up there. And finally, by the way, it did eventually climb down. And finally, a North Carolina man dons a bear costume to scare off a real-life black bear. There's actually video of this. There's the costume. There's the man. You can find this story over on the New York Post. And for those of you in North Carolina, this is kind of worth the read. It's pretty funny. But it did effectively scare the bear away, which I find fascinating. I think that's really funny. And on that note, I made it through all 17 stories in 6 minutes. We'll jump into some bonus time. We'll play some clips for all the amazing people out there. And then we'll pass you on to That Park Place Live for some morning magic. You guys are all amazing. And here we are. Bonus time. Hope you guys enjoyed today's show, along with 2 bear stories. Both black bears, though. Did you see that? And, yeah, I would have loved to have seen a bear outside the window at school. That would have been amazing. I would have loved to have been consistently in schools with windows. They always try to make those things like prisons. I wonder why. Let's take a look at the supers that came in while we were streaming and say an extra special thank you to Nita for the massive generosity 10 minutes ago. Elizabeth Young gifts 20 Culture Casino cash. My goodness, the generosity flows today. You are very generous, wonderful humans. And let's see, to Culture and my global brothers and sisters on the interwebs. The world may be going insane, but remember, the Emperor protects. Have a great day. It's true. Yeah. And I have a pretty solid belief system in myself. So yeah, and not related to pop culture content. Of course, we've got the magical and amazing Hoove gifting a Culture Casino membership. Thank you, Hoove. You guys are great. All right, let's play the clips because you deserve them, and I appreciate you in the weirdest possible way. And thank you for the cheddar.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. I want to say thank you to Crazy White Boy for trying to get me the story over on Discord. I don't know. I know I have a Discord. I think I have 2 Discords, like logins or whatever. I don't know. Other people are going to help me with that because I just have too much to do. But because of all the generosity today, and before we get out of here and over to That Park Place Live for the Morning Magic, let's have some dancing. Culture Bear. And I think that's it. So that's a little bit of fun. Just a little bit of fun. And I do want to say, as we draw to a close, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others. And until next time, see ya. For real.